wait a minute, wait a minute, you're telling me that I actually have to go up and talk to her and ask her out, and I could get rejected. Like, yeah, that's
But
kind of how it works, you know?
that rejection thing, I think is there's a whole generation that I think uh, didn't have to deal with a rejection. I I feel like growing up like the generations before us had a lot of rejection in life, right? You couldn't get onto this team, getting picked last for sports, all those kind of tropes that have been out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Those were part of growing up.
yeah.
And I think the boomers took their kids and tried to protect them from all that.
Oh my God, that's the
Right. So
absolute
we
good.
lowered the standards for passing grades. Holding people back in a grade in school was something that you always knew somebody in school who was held back a grade.
Yeah,
Right. There was always some guy who didn't do well. I almost never hear that anymore.
yeah.
Maybe where I'm just out of it. I'm not near enough to it to see it. But my impression is that we don't hold people to a standard anymore. We let them through. And so
Well,
what's
that's because,
happened is it's like the
yeah,
participation awards, right?
yeah,
Oh, you tried. Here's your participation award. It's like you don't get that in life.
yeah. You don't get it. Yeah, yeah. Which is why I so love going to some of these like gun training classes. Not really for the gun training so much. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's like what I really like about it is these guys don't hold back. I mean, they're like, if you don't perform something in the like appropriate time, they're like, you're dead. You just died. You screwed up. And it's like they don't care. It's like, it's like, listen, we're being as nice as we can to you, but you got to realize we're trying to put a little bit of stress on you to train you. If you get in a really bad situation, you can't just freeze up, right? You got to do something. That's what we're trying to like push you to do, and it's very uncomfortable at times. And I think people in general, well, a lot of people love that stuff, right? And other people just don't like it at all. So I tend to like it a little bit.
I've had people who've worked for me in the past who they wanted to try out for a job, they wanted to ask for something, and the fear of rejection over it or not getting it kept them from even trying,
I know, I know. That's a
right?
shame. It's
And
like what a shame.
that's always going to exist in the human psyche, but your willingness to try is going to be based upon your experiences. So
Yeah,
having failed, having not had the results you wanted out of something, and then learning that you could go back and try it again, or you could
yeah,
adjust, or you could plan better. All of those are the lessons that give you the
yeah,
confidence to try something, right?
yeah,
And so what we end up with, oh, this is just a thought I had. We talk about the rich and the poor getting further apart and less of a
yeah.
middle class.
Right. Yeah.